Yo, 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 it's your boy, Ray Mabry. And as my title states, I'm going to show you or tell you how I was able to take $750 and turn it into $29,000 in less than 50 days. Matter of fact, 49 days to be exact. Yes, that's the power of real estate. And that's what I was able to do on just one deal. All right, and so I'm going to go into details of that deal. But before I get started, let me tell you who I am. My name is Ray Mabry. I'm a full-time real estate entrepreneur here in the Raleigh, North Carolina area. I've been in this business for a little over 6.5 years. And I tell you, when I got started, I was struggling. I was disgusted, busted, broken down, barely getting by, struggling, credit card debt, accounts in the negative. And I was able to go and do some marketing, get my first deal, make $5,000. What I did from there was I reinvested a portion of the money back into marketing. And then the second month, I was able to make $9,500. So I went from being in the red to making almost $15,000 in less than 2 months. Being in the red, being in the negative, to making almost $15,000 in less than 2 months. So when I say real estate can change your life, I am living proof. So let me tell you about this deal. This is a particular deal where I'm currently here in the Raleigh, North Carolina area. This deal is located in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So travel time, you're looking probably about, depending on what part of Winston-Salem you go to, it could be 2 hours, 2.5 hours, give or take. So, not right up the street. Okay, so it's a little ways. So the property was located actually near Wake Forest University. Wake Forest University is in the ACC, great school. Has some great athletes come from there. So it's an awesome school in the ACC. All right, so the location was great. Check. The house had been vacant for a few years, probably 5-6 years, and it's set in a nice community in the cul-de-sac up on a hill. Brick house, all brick house. It was dated, and the particular owner, the dad, he lived in Florida. I forget which city in Florida, but he lived in Florida, near some type of island. So he lived in a nice area in Florida. The son, who the dad got involved in the transaction, he lived in Atlanta. And there was a daughter, she lived in Cary, North Carolina, which is right up the road from where I live. And so, we had to get everybody involved. The situation here was the house was built by the owner, by the dad. So they've owned it for like 40 plus years. The son, he actually grew up in the property, the son and the daughter. And so this was their home. The ironic thing about it, though, it had been sitting vacant for so long, like 5+ years, that, you would just think that they would have just listed it themselves and got maximum dollar. But they didn't want to go through the hassle of listing it. So, we had to do a lot of follow-ups with the dad. The dad would always say, call me back. I need to talk to my son. Call me back, call me back. So it took us probably about 6 to 8 weeks, almost 2 months to actually get in contact with the son. So this is like constant follow-up. And that's what I often emphasize. When you're in this business, when you're marketing to these sellers, you got to follow up. Because sometimes it felt like the dad was blowing us off, but he just really hadn't gotten around to it. This was not priority on his list. So when we finally made contact with the son, very professional, he's like a sales executive, very professional guy. Built that rapport with the son, built the connection. The next step was we worked on a price, and we agreed on a price that was way below market value, like $150,000 plus below market value. So we was getting this property like 50 cents on the dollar, which kind of goes back to, you wonder, well, why wouldn't a person list the property and get more money? And they had their reasons. They just didn't want to deal with the realtor. I mean, for whatever reason, they just didn't want to go that route. They wanted to go the cash route. So, we agreed on the price, made arrangements to go and do the walkthrough of the property. And the property, as I stated before, was dated. But in addition to that, there was a lot of stuff that was left in the house that we needed to clean it out. So it was so much stuff that needed to be cleaned out. I'm not saying they were hoarders, but it was just a lot of stuff where you couldn't really show it in that condition. We had to clean it out. So What I did was I proposed a seller finance deal to them. And what seller finance is just what it sounds like. The seller is actually financing the deal. The dad was dead set against it. He said, nope, he has to be an all cash deal, or he didn't want to do the deal. But when I explained to the son the benefits of it, then he was able to convince his dad. It took him a while, it took him a few weeks to just go through with it. And what we did was a short term seller finance deal, like 90 days. I mean, we didn't do a whole year and a whole 2 or 3 years where you want to try to get as much time as possible. But, we did a short-term seller finance deal. And within that time, we went through an attorney, made sure the title and everything was clean, and we did a short-term seller finance deal. So from there, what I did was I had to hire some people to clean the property out. Right? My whole exit strategy was to list it and, get a retail buyer that way. And so, I hired my family, and they actually live a little further east than I do. So it was a couple trips to get up there, my sister, my dad, nephews and all of them. And so, went up there and did a clean out. I think it was like a 2 or 3 day clean out. And it ended up costing me right around $750 to pay them and gas and stuff to get it cleaned out. Okay, so my total out of pocket in this deal was $750. From there, I was introduced to a local realtor. She listed it for me, kind of told me what we can get as is. And, we put it on the MLS and we immediately started getting offers. And of course, the realtor was responsible for showing the property and stuff. And, within a matter of about 5 or 6 days, got an offer. There was some contingencies there, which I really wasn't too excited about it. But this is another realtor from another agency that was looking to do her first project with her dad that was a contractor, a rehabber. So, it was a perfect fit. And long and short of it, from start to finish, it took less than 50 days, so less than 2 months to get this property sold. And I had $750 out of pocket, and my net profits were $29,000 just from being creative, just from thinking outside the box. And that's one thing I just want to emphasize to you that's listening. Don't just be a one-trick pony. Don't just, specialize only in wholesaling. This was not a wholesale deal, all right? And wholesaling would not have worked for these sellers, even though I was able to get it 50 cents on the dollar. Remember, this property here was a pretty big property, like 2,800 square feet, give or take, 2,800 to 3,000 square feet. So it was an extensive rehab. So even though we got it 50 cents on the dollar, the rehab cost was up there. So I would have had to get the property a lot less than what I got it for in order to sign the contract to a cash buyer. So the short-term seller finance deal was a solution. I was able to get the deal done, get it performed within that 90-day time span. I talked with the son afterwards. I even asked him straight up, I said, hey, just kind of curious, what made you decide to go with my company versus some of the other investors that were reaching out to you about this property? And he just straight up told me that, he felt good about me. He felt like I was a genuine person, and he felt like I was a man of my word. And so that right there can cause you to be able to get more deals done, make more money, and build a legacy, an empire for your family. So anyways, if you're interested in learning how to do this business, reach out to me. I got a free Facebook group, FIRE, F-I-R-E, Freedom in Real Estate. Feel free to join that group. Also, I have a mini course actually that talks about creative financing. It's very, very inexpensive. If you're interested in that course, reach out to me as far as that. And I can get some details on that. Or if you're looking to grow your business and make more money, then reach out to me. We can have a consultation, strategy call, and then we can see how we can help you grow your business to the next level. But real estate is a game changer. Real estate can change your life. You just have to believe, and you have to go out and make things happen. All right, this is your boy, Ray Mary, about to sign off. Until next time, peace.